Hi everyone, Maggie here, and I'm shooting my first video, which is going to be travel essentials. These are things that I never travel without. Whether I'm flying, taking the train, driving, or even just doing a day trip, I always have these products and things with me just to keep my travel stress-free, easy, and I'm prepared in case something is to happen. So let's get started. The first thing I have that I honestly never travel without is a doctor's note from my oncologist. When I went to India, the airline I flew, they helped me when I asked for it, but they said it's easier for them to understand why I need help and what I need help with if I had a doctor's note. Also, the doctor's note, if you get one, should say you're safe to fly, you're free to fly. Because while in America they're not allowed to ask you about your medical conditions because of the HIPAA laws, in Europe and Canada they don't have those laws, so they ask. I went to Paris for a work thing with some friends and they read my note right away. So just have the note, make sure it says you're free to fly and why you need assistance. Those are the most important things for the letter to include. Now, once you get the letter, whether you're flying or taking the train or whatever you need it for, you go up to the stand wherever the airline and you say, I need assistance. And they will usually ask in what ways you need assistance. So just tell them, be honest with them, have the doctor's note letter ready, because while they're not supposed to ask you why you need assistance. They have asked me because I am young and they don't believe that I have stage 4 breast cancer, so I always have the letter ready. Just have it ready to go. It's easy, it's simple, and honestly, you can fit it in any bag. It's literally an envelope. Just make sure you don't lose it. And before we get any further, I'm going to show you what I keep all of my travel essentials in. It's a Society 6 pouch. Now, Society 6 is an online store that artists from around the world have basically pages where they put their art. This one has flamingos. My mom got it for me for my birthday. The artists put their art on various products. Like, they have pouches, they have backpacks, they have wall clocks, they have blankets, they have phone cases, they have everything under the sun. So they put them on products, and when you order them, they print them fresh. Like, I've gotten some products with some defects, and they'll just send me a whole new product. But I would definitely recommend getting pouches. They can hold a lot, as you will soon see when I show you all the products I have. They come in different sizes, and Society 6 honestly has a ton of sales. So they're always sending me coupons and discount codes. So even if you just want to get one pouch, I would wait for one of those sales and get one. But everything will fit in here, and I think you'll be surprised. Like, my doctor note is already in. The other thing that I started traveling with when I went to India is a personal air purifier. It's rechargeable. You just they give you a cord, and I think I've only charged it once in the 2 years I've had it. But I wear it when I fly, when I'm on the train, when I'm just in a confined area with a lot of different people and breathing. Flying, I never fly without this now. I don't know if it really works. I think it does, because I haven't gotten sick from flying. I've been sick while I'm flying. Like, I get a cold or sinus infection before I fly, then I'm on the plane, but I've never gotten sick after I've flown when I use this. So I think this is a huge help. It's at Hamlicher Schlemmer. With them, lifetime warranty. If you don't like the product or it stops working, they will send you a new one or give you a refund or whatever. So it's a great little product. I highly recommend it. Put that in my pouch. And then the other thing that I think all cancer patients, or honestly anyone who is fighting an illness, should have is your side effects pouch. Now, this isn't your medicine pouch, so this isn't pills you have to take daily. This is if you get nauseous or constipated or whatever. Like, I have all of my prescription nausea pills in here. I have some allergy Claritin D in here. I have some ginger chews. Like, I just have everything that could help with any side effect that comes my way. If I eat something that doesn't agree with me, I'm prepared. I also keep it in a Society 6 pouch. This has animal ballerinas, which I think are pretty dang cute. But I keep everything in this pouch, and I take it out when I'm home, and I just throw it right back into my bag when I'm traveling. So it's something that is easy to keep handy and to keep with you while you're traveling. And look, this little pouch can fit in this pouch, and there's plenty of room around it. And you'll see, everything will fit in here, I'm telling you. The other thing that I honestly have just started traveling with maybe the past 6 months is an external battery. This is from Anker. You can charge about 4 things on it. It's rechargeable, obviously, and I just keep this short Apple charger because I have an iPhone. So I keep this short Apple charger in the bag with it. It charges your products really quick. It charges an iPhone, an iPad. It probably charges it within an hour, which is great. And it honestly you don't have to recharge the physical external battery all that much. So that's a helpful thing. And then, okay, now it's on to little stuff. This one I haven't put into its packets, but it's disinfectant wipes. These are the 7th generation lemon grass citrus scent. I get the big tube and just take out however many wipes I need, but I wipe down the chairs on the airplane and the plane. I wipe the armrests, the belt buckles, the tray tables, the window, the wall if I'm sitting at a window. I just wipe down everything that I will come into contact with in my little area. Who knows what happened in that chair before you boarded the plane. There are horror stories, right? So I would recommend carrying these. You can carry more than what you need. I usually only take 4 to 6 because I don't want to carry a whole bunch because they will dry out after you take them out of this tube. So I would just take a smaller amount or find a travel pack. These are healthier than the Clorox wipes because there's no harsh chemicals in them. They're all natural. The scent might be too strong for you if you're going through chemo, but I'm sure they have unscented, or I'm sure you can find some that are natural and healthy for you that don't have a smell. But I highly, highly, highly recommend this for any cancer patient, really anybody. Anybody can do this and kill germs. Okay, now it's all little products. The first one is a little pouch. This is my Disneyland Paris pouch. Isn't that cute? And it's basically a first aid kit. I keep Band-Aids in here. I have a hair tie in here. Alcohol swabs, which I actually have to put more of in. And I actually keep little toothpicks in here. When you're going through chemo, you have to have really nice oral health because any infection could really mess up with your treatment. So I always have this little pouch. It goes from my purse to my travel bag, back and forth, because I always have this with me for emergencies. You never know when you need a Band-Aid. So I would just get a pouch like this and keep it with you at all times, to be honest. When you're traveling at home, wherever, you always need to have Band-Aids. That'll go in my little pouch here. Then, we're almost done, I promise. Then, a little foldable straw. I don't know about you, but I'm not loving these paper straws. So I went on Amazon and found this foldable straw. Look how cool that is. It's a medical grade silicone and metal around it. And you just fold it up like so. And you put it in this little tube, which is so small. It's great. And there's a keychain if you want to attach it to anything. I don't, but it's a handy thing. I know going through chemo, I sometimes like drinking out of straws, even if I wasn't given a straw. So this is a nice little product to always travel with, especially if you don't like the paper straws like me. You got a better straw. So that goes in the bag. Then, I always have dried lips. My treatment plan has caused my lips to dry out fairly easily. So I actually travel with 3 of my favorite lip balms. One is the Fresh Sugar Advanced Treatment. I've been using this before I was diagnosed. I used the stick and this little balm, but this is a great product. It's all natural, no harmful chemicals, but it's a nice one just to put on, I don't know, during the day or something. Then I also have Burt's Bees. This one works a little bit better when you have chapped lips, but I mean, everyone loves Burt's Bees. So that's another one that I like using. And then this one I usually use at night, Aquaphor. You can get it at Giant, I'm sure there's, but this one helps also, like if you have a chapped nose from a cold, whatever, this helps with any chapped skin. So I started using this because one of my treatments really caused my lips to dry out to the point where they were bleeding. And an online breast cancer board told me this really helps. So I've started using Aquaphor at night and when my lips get really bad. So I travel with all three of those. I've of course misplaced and lose them throughout the travel, but I always seem to find them by the time I get home. So I travel with three just so that I'm ready and prepared. The last two products are fairly new to my travels. They are the doTERRA Digest Zen. Now I switched to doTERRA. I used to be with another oil company because my acupuncturist had put me on some oils when I was first diagnosed and they were great, but then I started hearing about doTERRA and all their wonderful blends and I wanted to try them. So I switched to doTERRA. They still have all those oils I use every day. So this Digest Zen, they recommend putting it on before you go to bed to help with your digestion and help with bloating. And they also recommend putting some on right before you fly or travel because it'll help soothe your stomach and help prevent bloating. I don't know if some of you, when I fly, I always get bloated and just get, my body does not like traveling all the time. And this really, really helps. It just helps soothe it. It helps me feel like I'm still at home going through my regular schedule and all that. So I highly recommend getting this. I've even turned my the other doTERRA is the On Guard hand sanitizer. On Guard is their defensive blend. It helps prevent illness. It's just one to like get a hold of stuff before it turns into something like a cold or anything. So the On Guard hand sanitizer is like their Purell. I used to use Purell. I don't find anything wrong with it, but I was always scared it would leak when I was flying because, you know, the air pressure, sometimes shampoos leak, so I was always scared Purell would leak. Even when I wasn't traveling or flying, I was just scared Purell would leak and I would have that all over my bags. So I got the On Guard mist, and all you do is spray your hand once and wipe, and you don't have all that extra like alcohol and liquid, you know how hand sanitizers get. So that's why I like this, because it dries up pretty quickly. I don't have to wipe my hands on something to get rid of the excess fluid. But this is also easy to travel with. It's small, so you can just throw it in whatever bag you're using. So that is everything, and look, it all fits into this pouch. I got everything in here. Nothing's missing except for the disinfectant wipes, which will fit in. So that is my travel essentials. This pouch can fit into any bag. I usually put it in my carry-on, and it's usually a backpack. So if you have any questions about the products, if you want me to cover any other topics, please comment below, and then also please subscribe. I will be posting videos every Monday, and have a good day. Bye.